All right, it's 87 degrees out, really hot. Well, not really hot. It just feels really hot in my room right now, and you know, it's just damn. Anyway, I saw Guns N' Roses last night at MetLife in New Jersey with my dad. It took us about an hour and a half to get there from where we are. There was a lot of traffic, uh, so that was annoying. I saw some homeless guy on the highway on the way there, doing backflips for money. So that was a little strange, but I guess we were going through the Bronx, so what else can you expect from the Bronx? Public Enemy opened for them, and we missed them, which is unfortunate. I'd never seen a rapper or a rap group before, so I was really interested in seeing them. I've already heard one of their records. It takes a nation of millions to hold us back, and I liked it. So I was interested in seeing, what it was that they could do. So I was a little disappointed when we got there that they had already finishing their set. I did hear them as we were walking to our seats, so there's that, and they sounded good from what I could tell. But I do wish that we had seen the whole set because I don't like missing opening acts. I feel like if you buy the ticket, you should use the whole ticket. I don't really get why people don't see the opening acts at concerts, especially now. Like I feel like with how expensive concert tickets are, if you're gonna see a group, you should see all of the groups. It always pisses me off when I go to a concert and I miss the opener. You know, not just because it's like, you know, maybe you'll see someone that you could like later on, but also because it's expensive and I want to get my money's worth. So yeah, that really bothered me. Not really, but yeah, it really bothered me that I missed them. We were in the nosebleeds, so we couldn't really see the stage. They're like little ants when they came out, and when they came out earlier than I really expected them to. I thought that they were gonna come out at 8:30 like they did the last time I saw them in 2021. So yeah, it's been like 5 years since I've seen them. They did do like I guess what you call the usual stuff, but they also did some deep cuts. They did Nice Boys and Think About You, which is really cool. I didn't expect them to play those songs. I thought it was all gonna be like the greatest hit stuff, but they did the Nice Boys to Think About You. I really didn't expect them to play Think About You. I don't think they've played it at all. Yeah, probably not since the mid '80s at least. So it was really surprising. It was really cool to see them play that one. They also played Dead Horse, which was also really cool. They did Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, which is also cool because I've never seen Sabbath and Ozzy live, and I guess I never will. So it's cool to be able to hear a Black Sabbath song live, even if it was just a cover. So yeah, the band was playing really good. Nothing's really changed since the last time I saw them. They play really great, and they give you your money's worth for a 3 hour show. I just really had a really good time. I kind of equate it to like Kiss, because when I saw Kiss, it kind of it feels like a religious experience. I felt the same way seeing Guns. So yeah, that sounds crazy, but that's just how I felt. It just felt like really good to see him get all that energy out. I couldn't get too, excited because like I said, I was into the nosebleeds. Last time I was in the nosebleeds was when I saw Iron Maiden, and I almost fell off the stand. I was at UBS the first time I saw Maiden, and I almost fell off I guess, the top row. So yeah, I couldn't do that again. So yeah, unless I wanted to turn it into four paced, so I could get that excited or crazy or whatever. But I still had a really good time, and Obviously, like, they're not like the same band that they were in their prime, but I don't think anybody should be expecting them to be that band at their prime. I think you're just going there to have a good time, and I had a really good time. So yeah, I got the shirt. I don't know if you can see it. It's basically Appetite for Destruction with the tour dates on the back. It's funny because when we got there, I saw the merch table, but I figured I would just get the merch at the end of the show. And then the end of the show came, and they packed up all the merch. And then as we were leaving, those guys, if you've ever been to like the big stadium shows, they were selling the shirts, and I got this for like $15, which was crazy because the merch table was selling them for 50. I don't know if this is like something he made himself, or if this is like something the band makes and the guys just sell it after the show just to get rid of it. But I was pretty happy with it, and if I knew that they were selling it for this cheap, I would have just went to those guys beforehand all this time and just gotten shirts from them. But whatever. I had a really good time. If you have a chance, I think you should see them because it was great. I had it's a really great experience, even for the nosebleeds. So yeah, it's basically all I wanted to say. So yeah, see ya.